Okay, so let's preface this video by saying that I messed up. So, our very special guest for the second time. Okay.
Don has transformed me.
So tell us the story of how you got to the White Ash.
Took an Uber, right?
What?
You took an Uber.
Took an Uber.
What was it?
Yeah.
That
Pretty
is
easy.
awesome. What would you tell somebody right now who is going through some hardships in life? You know, just listening to your story. And
Yeah, explain it right now.
welcome back to the Cigar Symphony with Kevin and
Don.
Okay, so let's preface this video by saying that I messed up.
Badly.
Our previous video was in slow motion. We had no audio, and so then we're gonna redo this whole conversation. But I wanted to redo it because the world needs to hear your story. That's why I really like.
Don't make it no better.
And it don't make it no better, but I'm still excited. Still excited. So, our very special guest for the second time.
Redo.
Redo with Mr. James Mitchell. How you doing today, Mr. James Mitchell?
7 degrees and raining.
He's cold.
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
No, it's great to have you back again. I really enjoyed our first conversation.
I don't remember it.
The world doesn't know about the first conversation, but we're here again, and I'm super excited. And the reason why I wanted you back is honestly because I really do want people to hear about your story and just about yourself. You're just a cool dude, and we really enjoy who you are and what you do.
Cool. Is that called from OLD? Oh, that's why you said cool.
What?
Cool and cold.
Oh,
old and cold.
Oh no! Don't get me in trouble. No,
you're in enough trouble,
right? But yeah, so welcome to the Cigar Symphony podcast. Yeah, I just want to get right into it.
Okay.
What were you smoking today?
I have 2 number ones. I had a Fantasia Casa de Sueno. And it's kind of like, how can I describe it? You take the first draw and you blow it out your nose, you feel the pepper. Then all of a sudden, boom, you feel like you're drinking dark chocolate espresso. And it's like that from the front to the end. My next number one is I don't bring it out much. It's like your Sunday go to meeting type cigar.
Okay.
Liga Pravado, the Savage Beast.
The Savage Feast, the 10-year anniversary.
The Savage Feast 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And it's got, how can I describe it? Little pepper too. It's like they took pepper and coffee and a dash of flour and grind it up together. You know what I'm saying? And man, that might be the most robusto, flavorful. So those are 2 I have, and then I'm always gonna go boondock.
Okay.
Don has transformed me.
Tell us a little bit about that. What?
I was a 54 ring above, mostly 60 ring cigar, 7 inches long. And Don, when I first got here, Don said, "Well, you ever tried something? Never heard some of these brands. Not back where I'm from, South. At least not the place I didn't see that. At least I may have saw them, didn't know what they were.
Right.
And so I thought he put this little cigar in my mouth. And I'm new. So, okay, I'm going to be nice and try this. You know what I'm saying? Then I caught myself, I had some toothpicks in my pocket, sticking a toothpick in it like I used to do with those pharmaceutical things I used to do. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so Don has definitely broadened my palate. And Don's very observant. I like strong, full body cigar.
So he knows your palate.
in a quick time. So
What did you call the little cigars?
foo-foo.
What's foo-foo?
Look how big my hands are. I mean, I like, how am I
Right.
gonna hold this thing?
Right.
Right.
You know, foo-foo cigar. You know, like I do it with my pinky out like that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Already make you look fancy.
But bro, the power and punch that some of those have, man. 601. I think that might have been the first one they had me to try.
Oh,
You know?
I mean that's an
And
automatic
look,
transformation.
funny. No, I thought 601. That's my area code in Mississippi.
There you
Oh,
go.
how about
I'm
that?
like, are these from Mississippi? You know?
Right? Yeah. Some go there.
And so, and then the newest breast press,
Box press.
box press,
Box press. Yeah. That was different.
601.
Yeah.
What is the law? What?
La Bamba.
La Bamba, the boom boom.
Mm.
So, but I like to call. I'm gonna change the name of the legal provider. It's now the dude.
The dude. That's what we call the dude.
The dude.
All right.
And if you want to send me some, Mr. Legal, I will be gracious to have some. And
Yeah.
so that's kind of where I am. You know, I still have my other stuff, but I've given away a lot of them. Still have some LFD Gordo I just keep for sentimental value.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Don has definitely changed I'm forever changed.
That's the best thing that can happen. I feel like that's one of the best things that could have ever happened to you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Because now you can branch out. You can even branch out on your own. Like, hey, you don't care about sizes anymore. Try something new.
I'm a creature of habit, so there won't be no branching out.
Okay. No branching.
I know what I like, and that's what I most time I stay with.
I get you. I hear you.
That's my mainstay. You know what I'm saying? My main.
So tell us the story of how you got to the white ash.
Took an Uber, right?
What?
You took an Uber.
Took an Uber.
That was it.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
I moved in from Nashville. I was in a hotel, and I was sitting there like, man, I have got to find me two things: a cigar lounge and a place to live. So we went to put us in the hotel for 45 days, and so I guess after about week one, I said I need to find a cigar lounge. So I Googled one north and this one's south. This is south, right? Somewhat, okay.
For some people.
Some people, okay. Yeah. And so I called a Lyft, because actually my truck wasn't there yet. They hadn't shipped my truck. So I called a Lyft, my Uber, and came here and sit probably for about a month over there kind of to the left side, just kind of observing and, you know, then got to know Don. And then Fred, who is now dead and gone, came over and started talking with me. And then they invited me over to the big table, and I've been here ever since.
That is awesome.
And I know there's a lot of other shops, but I won't go no creature habit.
Yeah.
As long as I live here, I'll be at this
one. You pick the best one.
It fits me. People are nice. I enjoy the people. You know, I met some good people here that feed me. Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
I get cookies. Chocolate chip. Joe and Caroline's daughter make these chocolate chip. No, we're not talking about cookies. I'm sorry. And
go ahead, talk about them cookies.
I've had roasted lamb at a real lamb fest.
Mm-hmm.
John
Barbers. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was like being in Mississippi on Friday afternoon having a fish fry in the backyard with music and dancing and food.
Yeah.
And some other things. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm like, wow. So it's been good for me. It's been good for me. My wife enjoys cold weather, really.
You happy about that, huh?
And she's a tourist. So yeah, so it's been good.
So you from Mississippi? Tell us a little bit about that.
Grew up in poverty. A little small town called Hickory, Mississippi, with 500 people in it. Still has 500 people in it. Maybe plus 50, maybe, but never had running water growing up. My dad could not read or write. Never went to school. My mom dropped out probably in 9th grade. So that was the area I lived in. You know, and so everybody lived the same. So I didn't know I was in poverty because I never went without, but we had what we need.
Right.
My daddy taught me how to work hard and be respectful, regardless of the color of the person, which is a unique statement in South Mississippi back in the 70s. And, it was different. On paper, I shouldn't be sitting in front of you because I'm really in high school. Went to junior college for 2 years, then played at Central Arkansas. The next 2 years, my dad made me take a scholarship there without me answering any question. 2 weeks after I got to Conway, Arkansas, I called home and told my mom I was coming home, and she said, "Well, here, talk to your daddy." And all I heard was click. He hung up the phone. I had $5 in my pocket, so I had to figure it out.
Yeah.
Started coaching college football in 1983 as a student assistant after I finished playing, and started grad school, and then coached college football for probably 14 years, a little bit more, and then got into player development and team chaplain. So it's been an interesting journey. My wife and I's 14th move. We had 3 daughters, all born in 3 different states. But it's been a great adventure.
Yeah, I bet.
For a 65-year-old man. I know black don't crack. I know. We've been married for 39 years. And 5 grandkids. Two wonderful son-in-law that I love like my son.
What would you tell somebody right now who is going through some hardships in life? Just listening to your story, because I really thought about this. There's somebody out there who has it out worse than anybody around you, and you said it yourself. Like, you weren't supposed to be sitting here, right? And throughout your journey, so what would you tell somebody right now who's on the brink of giving up, who just telling themselves that their situation is the worst and that they're never going to make it out?
It's interesting because if you just focus on your journey and you just focus on your circumstances, then you lose the big picture. Because how you travel through your journey, someone else is watching on the sideline. And so how you travel through that journey, whether it's good or bad, and how long it takes to get through it, it's giving somebody that's watching you hope. So the journey is just not for ourselves. If nothing, that's for your own family. Because my family know our struggles. Whether it's struggle in our marriage or whether it's struggle in life or finances. And so you don't see it because you get so focused in on me. Because we're naturally selfish people. Get me out of this. And then, my only answer to my journey is God, because I had no plan for all this. No chance. I was satisfied working full time on a dairy farm in Mississippi. I thought that was going to be my job for the rest of my life when I left junior college. Had no plans. There was no other scholarship offers. And so, but the why, it's the way it's transpired. Man, there's no other answer. So my purpose is stay humble and hungry. And embrace your struggles. In life, you're either gonna run to it or you're gonna run from it.
Right.
There's no option. There's no other option.
Yeah, there's no trying.
And when you run from it, you complain, you whine, you feel like you get enabled because people coddle you, and then you all of a sudden you feel you become a victim.
Right.
And victim mentality just go nowhere. And I worked through that because I was a victim for a long time because of the area I grew up in, how Mississippi was, and my father, uneducated father, that told me to stop looking for fair and look for opportunity. Because if I keep looking for fair, I'm going to miss my opportunity. Some uneducated man that didn't talk a lot, and so it's just, so you don't know who you're giving hope to your journey. It's not promising this world that everybody's going to be successful.
Right.
So it's the perception that you look at. I enjoy working in the NFL, but I wasn't playing.
Right.
That's why I smile every day, because I know I'm not supposed to be here. And they give me 3 free meals a day at work, so that is a blessing. Huh? You don't get no better than that, brother.
No.
Huh?
It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't. That was a wow answer. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Y'all listen? Y'all listen? Because I didn't even think about, that outside perception of because it happens to all of us. Like you said yourself, we're all me, we're all self-centered, automatically, since we come from the womb, and it's just like once you hear somebody else explain, another perspective of life is just
Yeah.
Well, your perseverance and your successfulness, right, gives other people drive,
Yes.
reason.
Yeah.
So that I love that outside looking in type of thing. It's not you're the one going through it.
mm,
However, what you do with that, you know, whatever your measure of success is, you can get there, to a point. Obviously, if you stick with it, but you have to really look inward first and not blame everything else around you for your circumstance. Like what am I going to do about it? Not what am I going to do about it?
That's right.
mm,
So
Right.
I love that. So it's a very important message, and I've heard a lot of stories like that. We all have some experience with that.
Yeah.
Whether we share it or not, but other people are watching.
Because I know where I am in life now, I'm standing at the back 40 gate waiting for it to open one day and me go into the pasture and fish all day, and smoke cigar. But it's to is to make young men at certain ages of their life make them better than I was at that age. So I can tell you how to be an idiot
right.
at different phases of life. So my journey makes it very easy to connect and relate because I have no purpose to judge no one because I'm not too far removed. And we all just a decision away from a fall.
Oh,
I don't care how much you know, how smart you are, how much money you have. We're a decision away from the fall. But that don't mean you can't get back up. So my job is to pick them up and keep walking with them, not change them, not make them like me, but to walk with them. If they choose. If you said no, then we just stay good friends.
right.
But I like working with men. I disciple and mentor men. That's what and that's what I got the best job in the country. But it's been like that. And when I finally figured, when I stopped chasing me and start seeing what God wanted me to do, it changed the direction of who I am. You know, chasing me was driven to be in a certain position, kind of like Don said, be in a certain. My perspective was off.
Yeah.
So you kind of get a great perspective from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, you look
Mhm.
at yeah. And I
No,
had
no
some
place else to look but up.
I had some
No.
great older men in my life, man, that really set a presence for me because they walked the path. And then some other men I do life with, because and that's our purpose as you grow older is to bring somebody with you.
Yeah.
So not real complicated.
Yeah. I mean, we always make everything
Yeah,
complicated, but
yeah.
true, true.
Yeah.
And how did you end up? How did you end up working for working in the NFL? What is?
Wasn't playing either. Had been at Duke for 9.5 years as director of player development, director of football development with David Cuckler, who I was with at University of Tennessee was at University of Tennessee before that for 6 years. And I get a call from my buddy say I gave your name to 2 teams. They wanted a volunteer chaplain. So I asked him, so wait a minute. So you want me to leave my nice paying job at Duke University for volunteer chaplain? He said, man, just listen. And so I talked to 2 people, the Steelers and the Titans. Didn't know any of the people. And then the Titans asked if I could come over for a day. And so I went over to tell them no. I leave my job paying money,
Yeah.
and we had just bought our dream home. I mean, a lot of things had fallen into place where we thought we had finally gotten somewhere as a family. I get back, my wife said, well, just take a day off work and go. So I go, and after I landed, I asked God to make it clear, and I took about 5 steps in the building, and I went, yes. And I just felt an overwhelming call to come do it. This was April. No one offered. I get back home, my wife said, what do you think? I said, well, they didn't offer, but I feel called to go do it. She said, no, you don't. I said, you told me to go. And so this time of the year, I still hadn't heard from them by July. I told my wife July 1st, I'm going to call them July the 5th and tell them I'm take my name out. July the 5th morning, I believe, the general manager calls, oh, yeah, by the way, you're our guy. Can you be here in 2 weeks? So I went to where I had to raise money, and it was just to be team chaplain. And did it with a buddy of mine and at Vanderbilt. We did it together, and money came in so fast. Then by middle of camp, the GM called me in and said, we really like what you're doing. And Vrabel likes it, and the owner likes it, and they suggest that we make this a full-time position. I said, what you say? So what's the moral of that story? One step of faith, you don't know what it's going to lead to.
Right.
Right.
Another part of the journey. Because, we wanted twins.
Yep.
And my wife and our family, man, we were very comfortable in North Carolina. Very comfortable. And God shook that up. It's like coming up here. I've been mentoring guys to take my place one day. But that's what you always should be trying to replicate yourself, especially as a man. And so Vrabe called. I thought I had somebody for him. He said, no, I don't need anybody. Okay. Well, I'm going to send you a package. You give Miss Val a package. I think my first words were, ain't it cold up there? And so that's how I got up here. But I trust Ray, and I love him like a brother. And so I came here for him. I knew nothing about the Northeast. And it's kind of funny because this gentleman came to my office. He was pigment challenged. Came to my office before I left there. And he said, people are real rude up there, right? So I kind of had a perception at first. My first time in the grocery store. I'm supposed to get some groceries up there by myself, some snacks. And this lady says, is that it? I'm like, hold up now. Who are you talking to? So I'm like, oh, okay. She was a nice lady. I was like, I was about to get him my Mississippi feeling there for a minute, like. And so, but it's been just the opposite of what someone told me it was gonna be like. Now you can find there's different people everywhere.
Right.
But it's been good, man.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. The call came to you before you could make the call.
Oh.
On the same day.
That's a good word.
You know what I mean? And so you get that call for a reason.
You got a call for rent. And one reason I didn't want to leave North Carolina because I had the best cigar lounge. It was the same guys for almost 10 years. Mm-hmm. It was like this. The same guys came and it made me the vice president of Pepsi, of IBM, and I had fraternity brothers there. I mean, it was perfect. It was 7 minutes from my house.
Oh my gosh!
Huh?
You can walk
Come on
there.
now.
You can walk there.
And man, them guys took care of me, man. That was the hardest thing to leave. So for a while, I tried to replicate that, especially in Nashville, and I just could not.
Yeah.
And I got frustrated, so I started smoking them back to my deck. I went every now and then to a spot, but here, it's the closest thing I've been to. It feels like it now.
That is awesome.
I called a buddy in North Carolina and said, man, because we call it the shop. Once I found the shop.
Yep.
That's a big compliment to.
Yes, it is.
100%. Because, in the South, there weren't no cigar lounges growing up. But there was barbershop, the black barbershop. My dad and I went every Saturday morning. We're going to get a haircut for church on Sunday. That's when I had hair. And I had a lot of it, believe it or not. And there'd be guys at the barbershop sitting around. But they always know they never got a haircut.
Yeah.
And they playing checkers, and they laughing over here, and they solving the world's problem over here.
Yeah.
And it's the same guys every Saturday morning. And I sit there and get a haircut. I mean, from a little boy where they had to put the wood on top of the chair so you can sit on it, all the way till I got up, and so that's what reminds me of. Cigar shop reminds me of.
The shop.
The shop.
What are you smoking, Kevin?
I'm smoking a Farm Road, Connecticut by Rojas. It has some Peruvian in it.
For who?
Peruvian tobacco.
Oh,
it didn't roll off.
You got to slow it down for Mississippi. Now I have to hear.
Yeah,
Peruvian.
Yeah. Talk to me, Mississippi. Peruvian.
And what is that?
Well, tobacco from Peru.
Okay.
which is very mild,
Okay.
naturally sweet.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a great addition to most cigars. The cigar that I'm smoking doesn't have it in it, but this particular company does incorporate Peruvian tobacco into their cigars very well. Yeah.
Medium body,
Light body
light
Peruvian.
body.
Yeah. And it just works. It plays well with other tobacco if you know what you're doing. I'm smoking a La Raw, which is the first Dominican factory founded in the Dominican Republic, 1903, by the Leon family. I got to know the master blender, Manuel. I know it very well. Wonderful man. Taught me a lot, mentored me in a lot of things. We'd sit around talking about cigars, but it always held a place with me mostly because of him, you know, and the way he reps that business and his passion for what he does. He really is like the model of a master blender. But they use a lot of Peruvian tobacco. This is the La Aurora 100 Años cigar, which is nice and smooth. Dominican. I know. I like to mix it up.
That's good.
Yeah. So,
You know, I introduced my two nephews in Mississippi to cigars. So we've been taking a trip together for over 20 years. And so over the years, now you can't tell them anything. They think they know everything.
Uh-oh.
You know, I thought you were smoking Swiss Sweet here not long ago. What are you talking about?
really?
You know, and my father smoked King Edward cigars until he died. He would have a dip of Garrett snuff on one side and a cigar on the other side. And he could spit and blow smoke at the same time. Sunday, we arrived with the car, windows up, no air conditioning, and smoke. I don't see how he saw the windshield. King Edward cigar.
King Ed.
I will save up my money from working and get him a box every Christmas. Smoked it until never, and all the men in my neighborhood smoked cigars. You know, some had the little one with the wooden tip. One was a wooden tip.
Panatella. It was original, what they called tips, Tiparillos.
And some guys did different kinds. My pastor did a pipe. Prince Albert's, either some kind of blackberry.
Yeah.
I smell it.
Yeah.
You know, so wasn't enough cigarettes in my family. If they did, I didn't see it, but my daddy smoked cigars. He could hold a cigar in his mouth and run a chainsaw all day.
I mean,
Oh no, I mow the lawn and I got the cigar in the mouth and
so so that
puffing
kind
and
of
pushing.
piqued my interest. Started out with ones in the boxes, and like I told you earlier before, at the Tenor Box in Nashville, over in Green Hills, the first real cigar shop I went to, and the guy started me off on Fonseca, Triangular Fonseca. I smoked it for a long time. It was mild, but pretty well put together.
yeah.
Then I just started trying a lot of stuff. One guy, the older guy, said, "Hey, look, just try stuff. See what you like. See what flavors you like. You like mild or you like strong." And then when I found bold and strong, that's me right
That's
there.
you.
Oh yeah. No
That's
doubt.
me right there.
No doubt.
And so that's what makes it fun, man. That's actually, this place has made the move easy. I mean, I laugh about it. I struggle with cold weather. It just makes me ache and
Well, especially when you fall down. Especially when you fall down.
Yeah, they ruptured tore all my rotator cuff the second week here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The week after the week of the combine, might have been the third week of the combine. After I flew back and it come like 10 or 12 inches of snow, and I slipped on the ice. My feet were so high in the air, I thought I was waving to Jesus. I'm the only truck in the parking lot. So I laid on the ground. I said, I'm going back to Nashville. It was 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm cold.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
laying on the ground. The car that dropped me off, I was trying to yell at it. I'm laying there. And so the security box was too far off. I'm like, there's got to be some cameras out here saying a black man laid out on the ground. And so I got myself together and crawled over to my truck tailgate and pulled myself up with my right hand, go get the ice off my truck and drive to the hotel, sleep on the couch, go to the training room. I said, I think something wrong. And I had an operation next week.
Oh my.
So it put me in a bad mood
I
for
bet.
a long time.
I bet.
Thought I'd come to this wretched place, all this snow.
Yeah. That's why we're edgy for a reason.
Oh,
We're kind, not nice. We're
Uh,
kind people. Just like we'll help you change your tire while cussing you out at the same time. We'll tell you to have a good day and everything. Probably
Yeah.
buy you a coffee,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And then I Googled Waffle House,
Oh no.
No, no.
and it said 150 miles away.
Is that New Jersey?
Not even. That's not even halfway to New Jersey.
Is it really? No, I have no idea.
All I knew it said 150 miles away.
Yeah.
I said, I am in trouble. But here I sit, almost over a year now. So it's growing on me.
Wow.
Football, but all I can tell you is that football it reminds me of SEC night games where the crowd, there's no other jerseys in the stadium, and they love football up here. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. You know, and so that's been really fun.
No, that's awesome. You know, I keep thinking about that click that you heard on the other end after you took that scholarship. And I keep asking myself, what was it that you did to figure it out?
Cool. I don't know, because I smoked weed all the whole time now, so might not remember too much about what I did figure out.
Okay.
I don't know more. You know, and I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I've had some good people. My head coach in college, Harold Horton, who's dead and gone now, he saw something in me that I did not see. I was going to coach high school ball, and he's the one that made me stay and start graduate school and to finish my degree, because I was not going to finish my degree. I was going to come back to Mississippi, you know, and he wanted me to say, I think you can coach college football. And he took a lot of time with me, you know, and he had me over his house, and, you know, his family became like my family. And so, you know, it was, I have to give a lot to him. And then some other men came in my life, you know, that really encouraged me, that I thought I had a gift to coach football. You know, I know my gift is connected. I can relate very quickly, and I know God give me the gift to connect very quickly. And that's just who I am. I might not be very smart, but I can talk to a stump, you know. And so but it kind of goes back again. My daddy taught me how to work hard and be respectful. Those two things has had a lot to do with who I am today and where the good Lord has brought me. You know.
Yeah.
And because you work harder when you're grateful. You can't complain and be grateful at the same time.
Nope. No room.
You know, and you lose sight of who you are, and you make your family miserable. And I had some part of my life where that was like that too, because I wasn't moving up fast enough. Because it was all about moving up.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's been an interesting journey, man. You know, so I try to be very transparent with the guys I work with, because I want to make it real.
Yeah.
Not about something else. Nothing wrong with reading books, but I do better when I follow people that's done life already. That can give me an example.
Yeah.
You know, and so I feel like now it's my turn to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then I will tell you you're an idiot if you need that, or that you're trifling.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't call me one.
I was grace and mercy, son. Grace.
Thank you.
Well, you touched on something extremely important when you mentioned that coach who, when you think of a coach, you usually think of in football. You know, it's basically someone yes sir, no sir, and they're inaccessible, right? But he became someone very influential, and that's the importance of having a mentor. You know, and I've said that to other men that I've talked to as well. I've become a cigar mentor to some
Yeah.
people as well in their cigar journey, but also in my background psychology. You know, so it's very important to have not just one, but several influential people in your life because nobody's different. They're going to show you different avenues. So you're going to be open to take in those different perspectives because you might not even have thought to look this way, you know, if so. But you were fortunate to have that where, you know, we put you on your path,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah. You know, because everybody's different.
Yeah.
And I don't have to agree with what everybody's doing in order to help them.
Right.
You know,
Say that again.
I don't have to agree with, you know, the what lifestyle or whatever you're doing in order to help you. You know, but no, that still don't mean I'm going to participate.
Right.
You know, in what you're doing.
Right.
But I'm still there for you. And men, I like working with men because you can bust them in the nose. No coddling. I'm trying to create weak back men. That's that's detrimental to the family.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the Lord gave me 3 girls. Lord have mercy. I couldn't coach any of this sport. That's probably the best thing to happen. Because I would have had a son. He wanted to play in the band. But nothing wrong playing in the band. I play in the band. But he'd have been probably 6'2", 260, and didn't want to play football, and I hit him in the throat. So that probably. And so he gave me 3. But I had 3 athletic daughters. I had a gymnast who finished 3rd in the country in gymnastics. I had a cheerleader that went to college on a scholarship to school, and a soccer player that went to college on a soccer scholarship.
Nice.
So athletic. I couldn't coach any sport though. So I was like Pam. I wanted to play soccer. I said, look, I'll give you a quarter for every girl you knock down.
That's motivation right there. I would have raised it up 25 cents.
You know, and so we have fun though. And I never thought I'd have 3 kids that graduate from college and living their own lives. And my wife it was from the same perspective, just from Arkansas. She's a baby of 13. Her family grew up on a cotton gin, like a cotton plantation type thing in Arkansas.
Mm.
You know, and that's what her father did till he died. And I mean, she has sisters that are 87, 86, and my wife is 61. You know, and so she grew up in the same day, and so we were a perfect match. I met her when I was coaching University of Arkansas. Probably wasn't supposed to date students at that time, but that was the 80s. You know, so she walked by my office one day and like, whoo, she fine from the front and behind. Look at her, boy. I said, who? And so I went to the secretary and flipped through the picture. She worked in our recruiting office. I said, who is that? They gave me her car she drove, her dorm number, what dorm she lived. That's probably stalking now.
I'm glad I didn't have to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1986, though.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
well.
we met. I met her in August. I asked her to marry me in December. We got married in May.
Wow.
39 years ago. I put the full court press on her before she realized what she had. I wasn't really ready, but I was ready. She weathered the storm with the brother, though. I lived with grace and mercy. Because she had to wait on me to grow up.
Mm.
2 things in a home when you get married. Either the head of the home or the headache of the home. I was a headache for a long time. Because it's all about me.
Wow.
Life lessons.
Life lesson. No, life lesson.
Yeah, I don't realize that when I found out I was having a son, I was like, Lord, you know I had no examples. But I was determined to break that. My wife and I are generational breakers like right
Good.
now.
That's good.
So we are determined to raise our son the best that we can, because I can't fathom I can't fathom how parents have just left. You know, everybody's circumstances is different, but I can't.
It's a different world.
Yeah, I don't.
You know, there's a total disconnect.
Yeah,
You know,
Yep.
and I get that.
Disconnect. That idiot box is ruining us.
Yeah.
You know, it's just I used to use my past as a crutch so there was no growth in my life. I blame everything what I did on my past because the way I grew up, where I was, where I grew up in, Mississippi, blah blah blah. You know, well that did nothing to help the future.
mm,
So the past is what it is. So it's but you got to look forward, like driving a car. If you had driven here and you looked in the rearview mirror the whole trip, what would have happened?
I wouldn't have made it.
So you got to keep your face in the windshield.
Yeah,
No, you may see your distraction, but you got to keep facing the windshield. Glimpse up every now and see where where you came from. But the past is what make the future better.
mm,
Only thing I control is my family. I can't change the one that I left, and I can't stop the way we grew up.
right.
But that's okay though. It's okay though, you know. And so yeah, you can't forget where you come from. That's part of the journey.
It is.
You know, part of the journey.
I was fortunate. I had two great men in my life. My grandfather really didn't speak English, but he taught me more without saying a word than
That's good.
and my father's greatest man I'll ever know. You know, his nickname is literally Mr. Wonderful. I mean, the guy just rolls off everything and has a good time. And but yeah, he's been my role model. You know, through my entire life, he still is. You know, worked hard. You know, went through several different jobs. Always supported the family. Both my parents worked full time, so my grandparents kind of
Yeah.
took me to school, and I'd stay over there and all that stuff. But it's very important to have a role model, and then add a mentor in. You know, it's like, okay, I want to be just like this person, but how do I do that? So those are the two things. You have a role model, and a mentor will help you get there. Um, but yeah, I'm just saying, I recognize how fortunate I was and am to have, you know, my father still in my life.
My father never got a chance to see any of this because he died right before I got married. So he saw a little bit of glimpse of what his son had become when I started the coaching. I just got hired at University of Arkansas, and he died like 3 weeks before I had to leave. You know, and they called me and told me to come home, and he stayed alert until I got there. We talked that night more than ever in the history of him and I talking. Now my little brother, I have a younger brother, 13 years younger than I am, and a sister 13 years older. So like we grew up single, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they had more conversation because he asked more questions than I did, you know. And so but that night, and then he said, "Go back to school, go back to your job now." By the time I got back to Little Rock, Arkansas at 2 a.m., they called me at 4 and said he died. So like he waited for me to get
Yeah.
home.
Wow.
Yeah. So very respected man. Him and my mother. You know, my mother made quilts for people, cleaned people's houses, and did ironing for people. She worked in my junior high school cafeteria for a long time. I got 3 licks in the office, principal office, and the principal was our cousin and called my mom and said, "I just had to give your son 3 licks." And so we're in line for lunch. And she said, "Baby, come back. Your mom got something to tell you." So you know back there in the room where they got all them gallon cans, beat my tail like I had stole something. Ain't gonna tell me now, hush your mouth and go back and get in line. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why I told you that, but
That's funny.
Good stuff. Yeah.
she was equal opportunity when it comes to book whooping. Yeah, good boy.
Took a beating at school by your mother.
At school, my mother in the cafeteria.
Classic. So what would you tell other men out there that need mentoring, that need role models, but don't know where to find it?
Push your pride to the side because it may be already there for you, and ask for help. That's what we don't want help, but life is not meant to go through life alone. You know, and you have to build a relationship before, you know, and it has to be start first. Build a relationship with someone you can trust, gonna be confidential with you, and you can trust. you know, and then to see where it goes. But a lot of times we're so afraid because it haven't happened to me. My dad and I never had no long, brought out conversations, but that's just the man he was. But I was always with him, kind of like Don said. I watched him, how people respond to him, and how people talk to him, even when it wasn't popular. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but men, we don't like asking for help. Like we don't want anyone to know that I'm struggling inside. We can fake the funk on the outside now, you know. And so being open though to private help, you know, with someone you can trust and someone that's someone that's setting an example. You don't need to be mentored by somebody doing the same thing you do.
Right? No.
That ain't gonna work out.
You know, and you
Yeah.
need an older man in your life. I think. I think there needs to be someone that can give you some wisdom.
That's it. That's the key
Give
word.
you some wisdom.
Big difference between knowledge and wisdom.
Knowledge and wisdom. You know. Like I have a master's degree, but and I'm not down in school, but wisdom is deep from the inside about life, about not what they read in some script, but what they read in their life. I just think it got to be we're so private now, kind of like Don said, we don't communicate well.
Yeah.
You know, I've been checking up on some of my players this morning, rookie guy, and I'd rather FaceTime than text. I might text to get it started, but then I want to get that FaceTime button.
Right.
I need to see your face. First, I'll see if you're lying to me.
Right.
You know, but see their face so that's the connection. That's the connection, you know. But I don't like having conversation text.
It's not even a conversation.
I'm not on it, and some of them type so fast, I can't keep up with that crap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what? And then what are some of these words, the abbreviations and stuff?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
BRB.
I mean, what is all this? I'll be like, what? You know? I do that with my daughter. What the heck is this? You know, so I mean, I'm old set in my ways, some things. So that's, but face to face and being good listener. Being a listener is a learned behavior. Yeah. Sometimes, especially with them you love you most, like your wife. Because I'm thinking of a rebuttal. It'd be my problem. I'm listening, I'm looking at her, and I'm thinking of a rebuttal. And my thing was, I'm not gonna let you win. I'm gonna have to lie, but I ain't gonna let you win. Huh? It's funny, we do couples counseling and man, we'll tell them my story and they'd be like, what? Yep. It's like apples and onions together. You know, but we're very honest and very transparent to make it real that just because you have troubles in a marriage is not the byproduct that it's a bad marriage. It gives you the ability to grow.
Yeah.
It's about the perspective that you look at it.
Right.
I have an older daughter divorced. They both were in a bad place in life. So really the only thing you can work on is draw a circle around yourself and work on your circle. So many times I'm pointing out what's wrong with you, and I can't work on my own circle.
Right.
Because when I work on my circle, then I get myself better. Then that's gonna all of a sudden put out better fruit. And every now and then you need to be hitting the throat sometimes.
Yeah, well, that always helps. Nothing like a throat punch.
Yeah, right. Kevin, right off the bat, if I was counseling him,
Yeah.
hit him with the throat right off the bat. Set the tone right off the bat.
While you're catching your breath, let me
catch your breath.
Right. Just listen closely. Yeah.
Huh? Bam, just bam. You know, not cut your whole windpipe off, but just bam.
Just something to think about. You think about that for a minute.
Just enough to teach you how to listen real quick.
And when you can talk again, I want you to tell me why I did that.
Why did I do that?
That is. I'm just picturing you.
Real fast. Boop. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, I mean, we've covered a lot of ground.
A lot of ground.
You know, a lot of nuggets of wisdom in there.
I'm glad because we probably don't ever learn what we said on the first show.
We covered a lot of the same ground. We did.
Wow.
We did. We got.
I think we went a little deeper too.
Yeah. We got.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Great conversation as always. This is what we do: smoke cigars and solve the world's problems. Maybe we tell you how we did it. Maybe we don't. But this time we did.
Yeah.
Huh. Mm.
Yeah. You know,
What does life after football look like for you?
who worried about that? That's way down the road.
Okay.
You did mention last time you like speaking engagement.
Yeah. I enjoy speaking. I get a chance. I haven't done it much here, but I spoke a few places, like speaking with men groups, and I get a chance to do what companies do. I'll get to do like some leadership training. So I enjoy that. So my son-in-law created a LLC for me called Game Time Solution, and so once we kind of transition to whatever's next, is that I like to do more speaking. I used to have an agent when I was in Tennessee that really helped, but this kind of takes up a lot of my time what I do now, and so I don't want to focus, be double-minded.
Yeah.
So obviously, I do some things. I did a couple this year, but so I enjoy speaking. I enjoy a crowd. Probably the bigger the crowd, the better I am. And so I enjoy that. I enjoy companies too, because they want to know about teamwork, and they want to know about conflict management and things like that.
Yeah.
And so so I enjoy that. I can't find retirement in the Bible nowhere. So
That's a good point.
So I feel like I still connect. And you do start thinking about that. I'm 65 now. Now I do, but my health, I feel good. Try to keep exercise up. One of the guys in our weight room helps me with that, and I eat a lot better. I mean, I weighed 365 in 2018. I think I'm down to like 243, 245 right now.
Wow.
So God helped me to, get out help. Diabetes running my family, and I didn't like going to the doctor. My dad never went to the doctor. That's why when he finally went, he died because he had so much stuff. But I live with an RN that eats grass every day, lettuce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I had to get kind of in a bad way, health wise, before I push my pride to the side and ask for some help. So it's been good. I feel better. So I feel like I don't connect no more with the guys on the coaching staff. And that's probably a sign for me to move on to the next trend, whatever's next. But last time I checked, I hadn't applied for no job. I've never, in my career, I'll go back. My wife reminded me, said, you do realize that since we've been together, you've never got no job you really applied for. Might have knew somebody. Said, but someone always called. So I got to figure, when it's time for the next, there'll be a call from the inside out. From the inside out. And I don't want to give up 3 meals a day, free meal a day.
I tell you, there are other places you can get that, but it's not as fun.
Oh, and snacks. Oh, and they make homemade ice cream at work.
Oh, well.
Sookie now. Boy, look at here. That's high cotton right there now.
I like your Mississippi slang. It's refreshing.
You get a lot of new sounds you won't probably have on no other podcast you probably right now. Hey, I am who I am, brother.
I would love you for it.
We appreciate that.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate that.
You sure you got the sound on?
I'm positive.
And you sure it's not on slow motion?
No slow motion. Well, you guys already know. Thank you for watching this wonderful episode with the one and only Mr. James Mitchell. And here with the Cigar Symphony with Kevin and
Don.
Don't forget to follow, share, subscribe to the channel. Keep supporting. We're going to have some other great interviews coming up. This one's going to be really hard to follow. So we're gonna
you brought the ghetto in today, though. It's pretty low key today. And if you want to smoke a cigar and come to the best cigar lounge in the Northeast, come to White Ash. Ask for Don. Tell him Mitch sent you.
Nice. Nice.
So you already know. Thank you for watching with the Cigar Symphony.
Peace and soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nice.